people, what's going on? Today we have some coolers, specifically some coolers from Larcool. So today we have a 45 quart, a 35, and a soft-sided cooler with enough room, I believe it's for 24 cans, and some weatherproof zippers. How about that? And how about the red on those as well? So shipping was fast and efficient. Actually, two different methods. The top one came in FedEx, and these bottom two actually came through the regular mail. All right, the weight on these is as following. We have 3 pounds on the 24 can. We have 22.6 pounds on the 35 quart. And on the big boy, the 45, we have 26.3 pounds. Folks, the intentions are we're going to go ahead and open these up, check them out, take a look at the components, and then we're going to fill them up with ice and some sodas, and we're going to see how long they last in the great outdoors here. And we have 3 coolers to present to you, each one from Larcool. So we'll have the link below in the description and the comments, but right here, starting from left to right, working across your radio dial, we have the Larcool 45 quart heavy duty cooler. Then we have the Larcool 35 quart, followed up by the Larcool 24 can soft cooler. Before we get into it, I will say that the soft cooler color, I do like that, but this red, wow, that is popping. If you like red, you gotta love these coolers. So both the 45 and the 35 are fairly identical, so we'll just go ahead for these purposes and do a walkthrough tour of the 45. So let's go ahead and start on the outside with these latches. Nice and easy to operate. You're just going to pull towards you and up, and then pull it away. On the side, we have some really nice handles, nice and ergonomic. So you got that curve to kind of fit your hand. Those straps are pretty heavy, and this is super easy to carry with 2 people. Definitely easy enough to carry on your own as well. And then we do have our points up front on this cooler to go ahead and lock it, so we can secure this with zip ties if we want to travel with that. Maybe if you're flying back, you got some fish, you got some game meat in there. Kind of a good solution. On the bottom of our Larcool coolers, we're going to notice that we have some nice nubby feet, provide us traction, as well as keep the bottom from getting all scraped up too. With our cooler opened up, you can see the nice seal that we have here going all the way around. This is a nice thick, we got a nice rubber gasket seal in there. And then we have our interior of the 45 quart. Let's go ahead and stand over that, check that out. Now we can go ahead and separate it into 2 different sides, and I found this pretty neat. The separator, look at that, the separator is actually a cutting board. How fun is that? So, you know, if you want to cut up your limes, cut up your lemons, that's easy enough to do. It just slides right back in. We have a basket to store some stuff up out of the ice for easy access. And in here, I think they have also provided us with a bottle opener. Indeed, we have a bottle opener as well. Now here's a look at the 45 quart and the 35 quart Larcool side by side. You can see the 35 quart is identical to the 45. All right, moving on to the soft-sided cooler. Let's go ahead and check out these zippers. So as you can see here, we have a really tight seam on the zippers. So that's going to go ahead and tell us that this is fairly weatherproofed. And then actually on the handle pulls of the zippers themselves, these are nice and textured. Again, ergonomic for your finger, so it feels good just grabbing on there and zipping. We have like a nice folded it's not really padded, but it feels decent, the handle. And it looks like everything is stitched and secured onto the bag itself. We have these, what I would say is reminiscent of like a molly strap system. some webbing down here that we could attach some goodies to. Flat on the bottom. Kind of have like a, oh, maybe that's just kind of lift the lid open real quick. I don't know. Right here we have some points for your shoulder strap. Let's open this up. Okay, pop the top on it, but let me show you the lid. Look at the insulation that we have on the lid. Nice and thick right there. So dealing with about yay much. The sides right here, as you can see, have some insulation to them as well. And then we do in fact have our shoulder strap, which has a little bit of squishy padding on it down there in the bottom. All right. It's a nice looking soft side cooler. So what we're going to do here now, folks, since we're right around the noontime hour, so it's just about noon on Sunday, we're going to go ahead and load each one of these up with Costco's finest. That's right, Kirkland sparkling water. We're going to cover it with ice. We're going to leave it outside, and we'll come back and see how long it takes for this to melt. Give us a rough idea of what these coolers can do in terms of keeping some ice. Lime, grapefruit, lemon, Kirkland. Okay, status of can distribution on the Larcool 45 is as follows. We have 10 cans here, and then we can place our rack. And over here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So that makes a total of 28 cans. I'm going to throw some more right in the basket. 4 more cans in the basket. That's a total of 32 12-ounce cans in this cooler. Room for a little bit else, you know. We could like stuff some stuff down on the sides here. If I lift this basket up, we probably have about so much room underneath it. So a little bit of room for things, but we're going to fill it with ice now. And then we will do the 35 and the soft can. Folks, we're doing the 35 quart Larcool. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 cans in the left side. Let's see what we can get on the right. Got 6 cans on the side. I know it looks like a lot of space there, but it's just not enough to squeeze a can in there. So 6 cans there, 16 here. 3 cans in the basket, so that makes a total of 27 12-ounce cans in the 35 quart Larcool cooler. Again, plenty of room left over, and we have that spot down on the bottom. We have some spot here on the sides. All right, let's add some ice. All right, would you believe it or not, but our Larcool 24 can soft-sided cooler, we actually have 25 cans in there. Pacow! All right, our 45 quart all filled up with ice. And there, wouldn't you have it, we've got the 35 quart all filled up with ice too. Geronimo, let's go ahead and close that puppy up. We've got the soft-sided cooler all filled up with ice. Let's zip that up. People, here we are, day 2. Nice sunny day, 61 out. About 5 minutes before noon. And we're going to go ahead, and it's a little windy, but we're going to start with the Larcool soft-sided cooler. We're going to unzip that and figure out what's going on inside there. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey, big old chunk of ice right on the top. Look at that. Yeah, we got some floating ice in there for sure. Lots of it. So 24 hours in, and yeah, those are still nice, ice cold, obviously. That's awesome. So at least 24 hours on the soft-sided cooler in our temperature conditions. All right, next up, let's go ahead and pop the top on the big one here, the 45 quart, and then we'll check out the 35 quart. Oh, I heard some ice. Indeedy, look at, we have ice right there in the basket. We'll have some ice right along the side. Doesn't look like too much water really. Oh, there it is. Found the water. Yeah, still plenty of ice though. All right, let's check out the smaller one. A little bit less ice. A little bit less ice, but still pretty much about the same. All right, so our temperature conditions were going to be remaining fairly constant for about 3 days straight when we started this. So I'm going to go ahead and leave these 2 red ones out again for another day, and we'll check them tomorrow at noon and see how they're doing, see if there's any ice left. Took out the big chunk of, so I was taking all the sparkling waters out and took out the big chunk of ice, and this is what's left. Definitely some icy water in there. I mean, this is the soft-sided cooler, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there, and just in case you weren't sure which cooler this was. All right, people, it's another day at noontime. Temperature's been remaining constant, as we talked about. Today is very windy, though, however. As you can see, we have some fallness that is coming down from the trees. Anyway, let's go ahead and open up the coolers. Let's start with the big one here and see how we're doing. Again, we filled these up with cans and ice on Sunday. Okay, right away, I'm still seeing ice. I have ice over here on the left. A good amount of water, however. Over here on the right, let's remove the baskets. And yeah, we still have some ice with water as well. Let's go ahead and close this up. Wow, it is windy out. And we'll come back tomorrow and check it. And if all the ice is gone, we will use our temperature gun to get a temperature reading on there, so we'll know what we're sitting at. Let's go ahead and check out the little one, see if that still has any ice at all. Oh, it does. On the left, though, okay, yep, there is some ice in the back. Yeah, there's still ice in the left side. Let's go ahead and pull this. Definitely ice on the right side, so we'll check this one tomorrow as well. People, it's another day. It's Wednesday. Let's go ahead and pop the tops on the coolers. Starting with this big one here first. All right, we still have some ice. Yep, definitely still some ice. And let's check the smaller one, the 35 quart. And way less ice, but still a little bit of ice. Nonetheless, look at that. I mean, we are at 37 degrees, 36 degrees, 34, 36 degrees. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely say that in the 70s, these coolers should have no problem really working for like 48 hours. It's going to be a great cooler. Either one of these for camping, fishing, game meat. A lot of different options for these coolers. A lot of different things you can use them for. Seem like they're constructed very nice. Again, I didn't show it earlier. Both of these coolers have a drain on the side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and drain out the water, dry them out. But yeah, so filled them up Sunday at noon, lasted Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday at noon, still with a little ice left. Temperature is about 36 degrees on the inside. Make sure to check the links below and in the comments if there's any specs on these coolers that maybe I didn't cover. Anything else that you want to learn about them, make sure to check that out. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Till we see you again. Keep your nose clean. Bye-bye.